Kia ora, everybody. Welcome to the Shit You Should Care About podcast. Abby's going to welcome you in Animal Crossing language.
I knew you were going to do that.
I know, because everyone, breaking the fourth wall, right before this I asked her to do it, she did it, and then I said, okay, on mic you should... And then I just stopped and went, kia ora, everybody.
As soon as you stopped.
You could see a little twinkle in my eye of, okay. Oh, welcome back to another...
Oh, making me cry, love.
Yeah, I was going to say another, I don't know whether to call it like deranged episode, iconic episode, just another day in the life.
Literally, every week. It's the same.
This week I only have one story for you because I have been like fixating on, and I didn't discover this, there's been heaps of articles about it, clipping and clip farming and the whole industry that is basically making us interested or like or discover things subconsciously or subliminally.
Yes.
And as someone that owns and operates a media company, it's kind of made me feel really behind, but it's also brought up some things that I don't love so much about the whole clipping industry. So I'm going to talk all about that for a while. What are you going to chat about?
I've got Charli XCX's new song, rock music.
The controversy.
Billie Eilish's statement on veganism, which is creating some
More controversy.
More controversy. And there has been, we don't know if they were leaked, but released images of Phoebe Bridgers' possible third album with some controversies. Some people starring in these photos that everyone's going crazy about.
Me included. Also, for the record, Abby and I, we usually say controversy, but every time I get on the mic...
Yeah, you say controversy. Never say it like that.
It just feels funny.
Yeah.
It just feels funny. But as always, we're going to start with our little game, Shit Chat, where we ask each other a question that lets you get to know us a bit better. And actually, Abby, why don't you ask us this week's question?
Okay. Who is a musician you'd delete from existence if you could?
I got two.
Oh.
Well, one just came to me just then.
Oh.
One, we already know. BM, Bruno Mars. Sorry, Bruno. I loved you when you were doing your funky shit with Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
But I can't get around anything else.
Delete. Okay.
And this person is fine to do her other endeavours, but she should never get on the mic again.
Who?
Selena Gomez. She can't, you know that she has a lyric that's like, sang off key in my chorus. And it's like, babe, yes, not just a chorus. She can't sing live. Yeah. She's like a Disney star that was forced into becoming a musician. And she's a really good actress.
Just not cut out for singing.
No. And sometimes I feel like I'm going insane because she gets all these hits and she performs at all
Does
these
she
things.
still sing?
Not so much anymore.
Not so much.
Anyway, sorry if that offends any Selena lovers out there, but I had to speak my truth.
My truth.
I had to speak my truth. What about you?
Okay, mine is not a hot take. Chris Brown.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how he is still in the industry, how he still has a platform. I've been saying this since I was, 15 when all the abusive shit came out.
We actually have a whole episode back in the archives about Chris Brown Explained.
Oh, dude.
And we read through the police reports. We unpack everything.
I remember reading the police report on, it would have been like earlier than 15. Like we were like 10, 12 or something. And I'm on Google like, what the fuck has he done?
But also, if you just refresh yourself, if you feel like you're starting to think, oh, why is he even that bad, blah, 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 go read that report and
it's so
it will make you sick to your stomach.
It is sick.
It's a really
and I've just never forgotten it. Oh. And
you shouldn't either, listeners.
Yeah.
Okay.
His music sucks because he sucks. So
yeah. Oh, I love that you went a little bit political, whereas I was just like, I don't like the music.
You could say 400, 500, 600% us, and you could also say 80%, 70%, etc. It all depends on the way you phrase the question. I like the 500 better.
Well, I hope I see no clips of Chris Brown or Selena Gomez coming across my feed. or Bruno Mars. We'll just throw him back in the other side of his music. Abby, how much do you know about clipping and the clipping industry?
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing, except for that I've been telling her that I want to test it with Siska because it's fascinating to me. Well, have you ever been scrolling on your TikTok and seen like all these clips of Married at First Sight or like Love Island or seasons of shows that you've never watched yet somehow we know exactly what's going on?
Yes, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, is there like where's the next part? And then I'll go onto the account and it's just a random person's like anonymous account and they've just clipped like a million different TV shows.
Yes. Or musicians.
Yes.
Or Twitch streamers.
It's so, and I'm always like, who are these people just like randomly uploading stuff?
Because I didn't know there was a whole economy behind it.
Yes, neither.
And so I was like, who is in their spare time just wanting to do this? Well, spoiler, there is incentives for these people, these random people, to be building up TikTok accounts and YouTube accounts and Instagram accounts just for the reason of posting random clips, and that is the clipping economy. It is a whole industry and one that the internet is talking about a lot right now. I actually first saw it in regards to musicians, and you know the band Geese, and everyone was like, so they were industry plants, blah, 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 blah. But really, it's just like these celebrities have big marketing teams and agencies who employ clippers to go and cut up all their shit to make it go viral. And then, you know, you'll see it and maybe you feel like it's come out of nowhere, and it probably has. But that's not to say that, like, you're not making your own decision about whether you like it or not. But still, it has been put in front of you by the powers that be.
And in front of other artists.
Yeah.
Which is creepy.
Yeah. So clipping is basically, just chopping up long videos into the most grabbable and the most like
bite-sized
or enraging or crazy or out of context moment, usually like 30 to 60 seconds. And those clips rack up views. The original content maker of the long form podcast or whatever it is gets exposure. And then those clippers, those people that have clipped them, they get paid. So the interesting thing is, I thought, like you, that the people that were clipping up these long videos were fans. Like they were doing it because...
I genuinely were like, wow, they've got so many interests.
Or
these accounts.
Or I would be like, oh my God, how do we get such dedicated fans to our podcast that they want to clip us?
Yes, yeah.
It's not fans, it's people getting paid. It's an industry. And so they like don't even have to add anything. They don't have to make it look special. There's no curation or anything. They don't even have to look through it themselves. There's things online that they can just feed it into, and it will take your 60-minute video and chop it into 20 clips. So I see it as like the perfect side hustle for an extremely online person that needs a way to make money. And if you're not like this big influencer or a big celebrity or whatever, this is a way that you can directly kind of take back some of the profit and power. Well, not really power, they still have the power, but you can make some money off of them. So clippers get paid by going onto a platform like clipping.net or Mr. Beast has just started one called Viro.
Oh my God, of course.
Yeah. And so say clients, for example, I saw Vox Media, they have campaigns running on Viro. So they're a big, like, they're like the New York Times or whatever, but they're a bit more indie. But they're still big. And so they go onto Viro and say, hey, we've got a budget of $40,000. You're going to get paid $3 per 100,000 views you get.
Yeah.
And then so the clippers will go and make heaps of videos, and it helps if they've built up their own following, because then say they have 10,000 followers and they upload their videos and one of them gets 30,000 views, boom, paid. One of them gets 3 million views, paid. And then basically then once Vox's budget runs out, like all these clippers are just going for it, and then once they've got enough views that Vox has paid their 40K, done. And then they'll move on to a new campaign. So it is like actually there are systems set up to get the clippers paid, but also for like genuine businesses to go on. It's not like a shady thing. It's like genuine businesses see that this is the new era of marketing. So what's been interesting to me is I've been trying to think in my head, this feels icky. Is this bad or is this just 2026 marketing?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously nothing has a simple answer, but the reason that I think I am more leaning to the side of, it's just 2026 marketing is because since the advent of like social media platforms being the main place you distribute your content, you have always in some way been trying to game the algorithm.
Yep.
Since Siska started, I've been trying to game the algorithm to make sure our stuff gets organically found. And this is just the next iteration of like, we've never paid to boost content. And that I think we were lucky because we had so much organic shit that just popped off. But companies would first make organic content, see how that goes. Next iteration, they boost content, see how that goes. And now the new iteration is getting clippers in to make it look like your content is organically going viral. So it is just the next iteration. But the reason it feels gross is because like the long form thing is no longer the product, is no longer the output. The long form thing now feels like just a prop to cut shit from.
Yes.
So unlike with podcasts, which I like with our podcast is honestly like 99% of our like consumers are listening. So they are listeners. They're not watching on video, so they don't want it to be clipped up and blah, blah, blah. They're listening to the full thing.
Yeah.
I love that. But most of the stuff you see online, like I've never watched an entire Twitch stream, but I know who Clavicular is and who Hassan is.
I was going to say, wouldn't this almost stop people from going and finding the long form?
Yes.
Because we've got all the clips and all the like highlights of the show.
Yes.
Why would we want to go see the whole hour-long thing?
Which is so like sad for the people that are working on the hour-long thing, unless you're like a Twitch streamer, and in that case, like the clips are not even your advertisement anymore. The clips are the whole point.
Yeah.
So that really strips away nuance because you're just doing a selection of moments instead of a big arced story, which I don't like for art's sake.
I was going to say that's like the art and all the people behind the long, like say it was the Maths TV show or something like a reality TV show. All the people that go into making that,
they have story writers.
And the end of the thing that's going viral is these 5-second fights.
So this is perfect for Twitch streamers because this is the economy that they know the best, and they know that people aren't watching all 8 hours, but they know that people are going to know who they are and probably tune into their stream because they've seen all these clips.
Yeah.
But for example, we do the news. I would hate for clips, like say we've done a news story that takes up 4 minutes, 60 seconds of that going viral isn't good because it strips out a lot of the context. But for example, if we're talking about our frivolous stuff like at the start and the end of the podcast, that's fine to go in a clip because it's like not part of something meaningful.
Yes.
It's like our props are kind of at the start and the end. But so it's perfect for gaming YouTubers or Twitch streamers, but for people that are trying to create a story or, have nuance, it's not good. But I have just found this a fascinating thing to research because I really like knowing how, like, who is behind what I'm getting fed. Like, I'm like, why have I seen so many, like, Caleb Heron videos or Brittany Broski or whatever, and it's not coming from them, and I thought it was just fans. It's not. It's like the algorithm knows that I would find this funny, and then I do, and that's good because it's actually introduced me to people that I love. But it makes me feel a bit better about like the fact that I think we do really good work sometimes, and then I don't see people making all these clips of us, and I'm just like, it's because we don't have 40 grand to pay people to do so.
But then I'm like, do they, when they get posted on these accounts, do they angle it like they're a fan account? Like,
I think sometimes,
because a lot of the ones like the Brittany Broskis, they like add an extra text that says, like our Lord Brittany,
and I think
being funny again, like blah blah.
Half of that, I reckon, is because they're smart clippers and they know that
Yes,
when we see something that seems authentic or genuine, we're going
They
to
like take the audience, the fans, like
Yeah.
lingo and use it for all the clipping. That because I literally now I'm looking back being like, oh, were they fans? I
Yeah.
don't know.
And I think some of them would be, but I almost think, because I think fans do so much unpaid labour, that I
Yes.
almost hope that they're fans that are also getting paid by, because like, for example, Brittany Broski's, like she wouldn't be the one masterminding the clipping, but her agent and her agency and whatever would have these big campaigns running, being like, and you do this for the Broski Report and you do this.
Do you know if she does? Is that
I don't know if she does. Well, it's very, there's not like public lists of people that do it, but on clipping.net, they advertise, they have like photo carousels of people that
use it?
They're saying they use it. They're insinuating they use it by saying like our clientele or whatever, and they're swiping
but
through
then
photos.
is that just
I don't know, them advertising, because there's Charli XCX, there's Ed Sheeran, there's like, who else? Emma Chamberlain. I actually do think that their umbrella agencies would definitely be doing this. So they're putting them on there, even if those people haven't masterminded it.
Yeah.
I think we can pretty safely bet that nothing that we're seeing, unless it's from the source, like Siska or Brittany or whatever, is organic.
That's creepy.
I know. But that's why I think like us knowing is so, because it's like when you're seeing, it's like a new level of subliminal advertising.
Yes.
You know how you used to think like if you feel bad about yourself, think about the people profiting off of making you feel that way. Well, now it's like if you think you're really like an artist, who are the people that are making you feel that way?
Exactly. That is like, it's
I know.
unethical. Like it feels creepy.
It feels, well, I just think social media doesn't, I don't know if it feels unethical, because to me it just feels like advertising, and advertising is like the original sin. And like I'm like,
but I think because
used to
it's like they don't. It doesn't have to be said it's an advertisement.
Yes,
because it's
exactly.
not technically
Exactly.
an advertisement. That's what's creepy.
you've hit the nail on the head.
Because like
Especially for right-wing people.
Yeah.
And like there have been examples of like Perplexity running ads and saying
propaganda
in
like,
all your clips, you don't need to say advertising, you just need to say #Perplexity. And so they're getting all this advertising. Yeah. And
See,
it's never the
that's
good guys that are like,
yeah.
because it's never the good guys that have all this money. I mean, sometimes it is. But yeah, I agree.
I just feel it is a form of advertising, but it doesn't have to be classed as
Yes.
it because
There's no regulations around it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And
it's
as
weird.
usual, I have actually seen the FTC over in the US are trying to figure out some sort of
What's that?
regulation. It's the Federal Trade Commission,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is just like they look at rules and things. But again, it takes them about 10 years to do anything. And it's social media, it's going to change.
yes,
Full disclosure, like I looked into trying to test this out for Siska to write about in the essay. And the first one I found, like, because I would start a campaign and like list it on one of these sites and get a clipper to go and pick out moments from like the podcast. But you have to start, the minimum was like $5,000 to spend. So it's not the little guy, again, it's not the little indie guys that can really afford to do this for nothing. So, but me and Abby do clips for Siska, but we just post them on our own accounts. So it's up to the algorithm and our followers. And I would like it to be more widespread. I've always been wondering how to grow the podcast, and this is obviously the way that all these other podcasts are growing. But we can't afford to do that, and it would be good to balance out some of the like bad, frivolous shit with like news. Anyway, full disclosure, I'm going to try test it out and come back to you on how it
We're doing a
goes.
social experiment.
Social experiment, and because everyone else is doing it, and I've just been wondering how the fuck are all these other podcasts getting all these fan edits? It's not. They just have money and big agencies. So I wanted to like take a bit of this episode to talk about it, especially because I know so many of you, probably like me and Abby, are seeing all these clips and wondering, why am I seeing this and where's it coming from?
That's freaking me out.
Because now we're going to watch, I've been scrolling through my TikTok and I am sick and
So now you've like noticed how much
Yes.
clip farming is actually like getting onto our
Yes.
algorithms. That just, I hate that idea.
know.
Like I get it,
I know.
but I hate the idea that once again our algorithms are like
Yes,
ruled by
dictating.
these secret like systems.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not secret because obviously.
Well, they were secret until like, well, for me.
Yeah, yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's icky. And this will be like the next, you know how people always say, like, we need to get media literacy back in schools, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is a shit we need to be teaching. This is like, it's crazy.
That is weird.
What kind of a person is like your dream to date?
What do you mean apart from you?
Okay.
Anyway, so kind of speaking of clip farming, I think this is how I found out about rock music being like out in the world.
Charli XCX new song.
Yeah.
Rock music.
Because
of clip farming. It's everywhere.
Yeah, because of clip farming. But Abby, I know you've got some thoughts and some things to talk about with this.
Well, people hate it.
Yeah, which is crazy because I loved it.
Yeah.
But my theory is that is because I loved Charli before her Brat era, and I really like weird pop, mechanical sounding, robot-y sounding pop.
Yes, you do.
But talk to me about the people.
There's like a viral comment that keeps popping up under any content about it, and it says Charli XCX is so lucky she gets to make bad music, and everyone thinks it's on purpose.
Well, I was wondering, like, this is giving her a massive benefit of the doubt or whatever, but I was like, because you know how the moment, I haven't seen it, but I know it's like a piece of like performance art about being very meta about herself. I was like,
yes,
girl, is this?
Yeah, because people were like, this is a bad song. That's that's what most of the reviews are. This is a bad song with bad lyrics. So like, is it like a parody of rock music or... Like, and then, it's just weird, and I couldn't find any like information. She hasn't talked about it. It's so new
because you wouldn't as well.
No, yeah.
A performance.
So everyone was just kind of like, okay, she's like so popular. She's made this really bad song. Lucky for her, people will love it.
Yeah, it's so funny because I listened to it without seeing any commentary.
Yeah,
and I liked it, and then I got online. I was like, this is why it's so good to listen to shit without
I agree.
Or like watch movies or whatever without seeing commentary because I'm very inclined to be swayed and forget what my own thoughts are.
Abby, do you like this lamp in our lounge?
I do this with Abby with interiors, and it's like, I think mostly when I ask you it's because I don't, and then
you don't, but you want to know.
Yes.
So we got this, like our new flatmate bought a new lamp into the lounge. Lucy didn't like it, but then she said to me, Abby, what are your thoughts on the lamp? Like, she would never ask me my thoughts on a lamp unless she hated it and wanted to like talk about it. And I go, yeah, it's fine. She goes, yeah, no, same. Yeah, I think that's fine too. And I was like, no, you don't.
I know, but if we do it as comedy, but she knows when I hate something because I'll be like, you know, Abby, and what do you think about like a sunken lounge? Love them. Same. Oh my God, always said that. And I've always said that. But for Abby, I actually really trust her taste. So sometimes if she actually does like something, it will sway me into liking it because I'm like, there are some things that like I know that I don't know as well as other people. I also have taste. But sometimes I got to check with my girl. You like this?
What are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm like,
Abby, what are we thinking about this?
I literally looking for a house at the moment, take Abby round. And if she likes, actually though, we've been good at being quite different on things that you would have versus what I would have. But I'm always like, did you like that place? And she's, same. Nah, actually with houses I've been mostly like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have we got next?
Billie Eilish's statement on veganism is creating some conversation about it. So she did an interview with Elle magazine.
Yeah.
And the question they asked her was, what is one hill you'd die on?
Okay.
And she said, y'all aren't going to like me for this one. Eating meat is inherently wrong. Two things cannot coincide. I love animals so much and I eat meat. Sorry, you could eat meat, go for it. You could love animals, but you can't do both. And people hated her for that one.
I just think she's brave.
Yeah, well, I love it. Because it's the truth. Like, we know this.
Yeah,
it is the
we've
truth.
been knowing this. And it kind of, well, actually, I love that she said this. I don't know if this is like the whole truth because I also really believe in the like doing what you can. You know, how there's that quote that it's like, if you want to be vegan, but you really love this or you really need this, be vegan but eat that.
Yes.
Be vegan but no, it's like do what you can.
Yes.
But we need people to go out there and say shit like this, one, to show us that it is that serious, and two, to spark a conversation.
Yes.
Because like this has kind of brought, I think veganism, which I feel like was culturally tapering out a bit, it's brought it right back to the forefront, even if it is, once again, Billie being brave and putting herself in the middle of something like this. I think it needs to happen. And I think we need celebrities to be brave in what they believe in and not just like sit and give the media trade answer.
Yeah, that's so true.
So I'm really impressed that she does it. I was like offline this weekend because I was working and working not online for once. I got on my like Instagram or something Sunday night and I just saw like all these posts about like an Instagram story that she made. Yeah. Did she back it? Did she back it up?
So after the interview came out, most of the feedback was like veganism is a privilege. Okay. And there is like indigenous meat eating practices that show gratitude for the food that animals provide. So it's like not fair. But I think that's like a different conversation to what she's meaning.
I was also going to say, and while those are both inherently valid, it's the classic internet like taking something and replying with the worst possible intention. Like assuming that she is meaning. Yes, like
exactly.
Fuck your indigenous practices, which she's not.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's classic internet, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. But she doubled down on Instagram. She reshared some reels depicting like animal slaughterhouses on dairy farms, things like that. And then she said, so stay fucking mad at me. I don't give a goddamn fuck. Go watch a documentary or two and some footage of what is done to the animals you claim to love and what it does to the planet you pretend to love as well. If the footage was hard for you to watch, I encourage you to please take a look at yourself. I'm so tired of standing up for and having empathy for living beings being controversial. Please continue to live in a constant state of cognitive dissonance and denial and try to convince yourself that you're not living a lie.
I love
Which I love.
I love so much.
And then I looked into, like, she has always been an environmental activist in her career and lifestyle. So she's been vegan since she was 12. She opts to fly commercial instead of private when she can. She does tour bus instead of multiple planes across countries. She partners with organisations to reduce carbon emissions and plastic wastage on tours and uses recycled, upcycled and organic materials for her merch. So like she's been doing this. So she's been proud about it.
She practices what she preaches.
Yes, which is amazing.
And do you know what I don't want to see? I don't want to see her do one thing slightly wrong and the whole internet be like, yeah, well, you sat on that leather couch, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to see that because that's classic. The higher you go, the higher your standards are, the further people will tear you down. And I don't want to see that happen. And if it happens, that's fucking stupid because look at all the shit that she's doing to try and save a planet that she's also making better with her art.
Yes.
She's practicing what she preaches and I love it. I love her so much. Her, Phineas, her whole family, they all do good shit. Her mum.
Yeah, I love them so much.
Wonderful
So this
family.
is just iconic.
And if you're that but her about her saying don't eat meat because, you know, you claim to love the animals so much, like you're projecting, you're obviously feeling guilty.
Yeah, that's what because my first reaction was like, excuse me, I love animals and I still eat, like that do. But then the more you think about it, it's like
it's your guilt.
And
that's good. She is making you look at yourself, but because the internet is so reactionary, you're not taking the time to think like you did. Why do I feel this way? You're just going, excuse me, don't fucking say that. Like I can't afford to blah blah blah. So I love her for that.
Yeah. I actually have a really funny story to add in here that I just remembered. My friend growing up her family was vegetarian and her mum would do lots of, have I told you this story?
No.
Like she worked for campaigning for like slaughterhouse, like anti-slaughterhouse.
You've told me this story.
So when I was like probably... we would have been like 7 or 8, like kids. So it was me and my friend, my best friend, and then her mum. Her mum took us to the middle of Wellington CBD by the old library, and she did like an activist, I don't know what you call it, pop up.
Yeah. And
she was running it. Her mum was running it, and me and my best friend were dressed as pigs, and we were put into cages.
Billie Eilish would love you.
Like, and I was like, yes, for the piggies.
I wish there was footage of this.
Isn't that so funny?
It's so like, it's so like in this day and age, you could not be putting a kid in a cage. I still are, but like you could not be in the middle of Wellington. Oh, like
Well, I was dressed as a pig and winking, and I was having the time of my life. I remember it was hilarious.
Well, yeah.
And her mum was just there for the cause, which I love.
Yeah. Oh my, sorry.
She's, come on, girls, we're going to go be
girls.
activists today. And
Yeah.
I'm, okay.
That's so cute.
That's so cute.
That's so cute. Oh.
My friend's going to watch this and be like, oh.
Oh my God, you've outed me, not by name. But I wish we had a photo of you guys in cages.
Iconic. Okay, and the last story I've got, Phoebe Bridgers' LP3, we think. Studio photos have released showing Maddie Healy, Alex G, Jack Antonoff, and Bo Burnham and more people.
My dream collab. Bo Burnham is like, his Inside documentary changed the chemistry of my brain. His music from that documentary is like, it's actually fucked up. I've never had music that weirdly, for like comedic music, evokes so much.
But that happened to a lot of people.
In me.
It was huge. I think it was like the
lockdown of it all.
The freakiness of lockdown.
Mixed with like him breaking the fourth wall about everything.
Yes.
And also like calling out Jeff Bezos and like saying that he's depressed because he's inside and he's scared about turning 30 and unpaid interns.
Everyone loved it.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved it so much.
So it's been 6 years since Phoebe Bridgers' album Punisher was released.
Fuck. That long.
Yeah.
Shit, that's been a long time.
So I'm guessing that the fan base is
ready,
dying for a new album. Photos from a now deactivated link from Bridges' publisher Blue Raincoat Music have come out, which had the URL PBLP3 Studio Harrison Whitford. Harrison Whitford is he recorded on Punisher and has been part of Bridges' touring band and Photograph Boy Genius as well. So he'd be presumably the photography behind these images.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had Phoebe and Bo Burnham cuddling up to each other and Matt Healy, Jack Antonoff out.
Matt Healy, who's that?
Whoa! Maddie Healy. And fans think that the photos were taken late last year because of Phoebe's darker hair and Maddie Healy's mohawk haircut.
He'd always be doing that. His hair grows faster than any motherfucker's hair I've ever seen because he has a different haircut all the time. Personally, I'm so excited about this. Abby sent it to me and I'd seen it like on Twitter and I didn't want to think too much about it because I genuinely thought this must be AI.
Yeah, well, I seen it because it kept coming up. Like, it came up twice on my Instagram, so I was like, something's happening, but I'm not in this fan base like, of any of these people.
Yeah.
So I sent it to Lucy and I said, look, I don't know the law. I don't know when these were taken. I don't know if they're AI, but I'm just sending you just in case this is a breaking news story.
And I said to her, I'm choosing to believe it's real. And I really think it is. Yeah, because then Abby did the digging, as she does.
Yes.
Personally, I'm so excited for this. I think Phoebe and Bo are, like, musically, she covered one of his songs called That Funny Feeling.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And it was amazing. And that was before they were together. They were still with their separate partners. So Bo, do you know who Bo Burnham used to be engaged to?
No.
A woman called Lorraine Scafaria. And she was the director of Hustlers. And she wrote some episodes of Succession.
Oh, I love Succession.
I know. So he was with her. And then Phoebe was with
Paul Mescal.
And then Phoebe and Bo both left their fiancés.
Yeah. Wait, what? Was Paul and Phoebe engaged?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then now Bo and Phoebe are together.
Yeah.
And then obviously Jack Antonoff and Maddie Healy are long-term collaborators.
Yes.
And Phoebe Bridgers opened for Taylor Swift. Jack Antonoff is Taylor Swift's long-term collaborator.
Yes.
Maddie Healy was with Taylor Swift. Maddie Healy performed with Phoebe Bridgers on Taylor Swift's show. And so it's all intertwined.
It's a board with all the strings.
Yeah, it literally is.
All the celebrities.
The
music industry.
And so so I
That's
just
crazy.
I would love to hear them gossip
Well,
about each other.
then you made a good point. Was this an accidental leak? Like, was it
Oh, yeah.
an accidental leak of the photos, or was it a PR stunt
Oh,
for
yeah.
a possible album?
Well, yeah,
LP3.
because once again, I'm not believing anything I'm seeing online these
It
days.
might have been a clip farm.
Yeah, once again, I am thinking multidimensionally about everything I see. Yeah, I was like to Abby, everyone's saying that it's been leaked, and then I was like, that's exactly what they want us to think, so we talk about it on a podcast, and boom, advertising for the album, and then boom, this is going to get clip farmed, and everyone's going to buy Phoebe Bridgers' new album. So, yeah, we've clocked you all. Now make clips of us, please, so we go viral. Now give
We'll
us
pay you.
our clout. Abby, aside from me getting you to make me clips for this podcast, what is on your radar?
Yes.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I've fallen back
Yay.
victim to the world of Animal Crossing because
It's wholesome.
back in COVID, I was living overseas and it was like while New Zealand was open, the only open country.
Yes.
I was in Canada, full lockdown. I was in a compromised job, blah, blah, blah. So I was like extra careful. I bought myself a Switch.
Yeah.
I became obsessed with my Switch.
Abby's a gamer girl.
Like I still had my job, so I would like all morning play on my Switch and then go to work at night. But I couldn't do anything else. No restaurants were open, but like you
Yes.
couldn't do. There was no third space, so my third space was Animal Crossing, my island. But then when I came back to New Zealand, sold it, didn't need it. I was in the land of the free. But it's become winter, and Lucy happened to have a Switch with Animal Crossing on it.
And Lucy doesn't use it, and Lucy feels guilty when she owns things that don't get
Yes,
used.
she likes it when I use all this stuff. Which
I
is
love
really fun for me.
I
it's
love
like having
it.
an older sister.
Yeah.
Well, I have an older sister, but
It's like having another one with cool
Yeah.
stuff. No, I love it because Abby is like, I bought my Switch because I wanted a thing to do that was dedicatedly not productive.
yes,
Like reading books has become productive because book club, Fable, whatever. I
Yes.
love that so much though. Watching TV and things even is productive because I write about them in the newsletter if I like them. And then Switch, like Dreamlight Valley and Animal Crossing. I wasn't really into Animal Crossing, but Dreamlight Valley because it gave you quests.
Yes.
I liked. But then I just got over it and forgot to use it. It's been sitting there for years. And then
Yeah.
when Abby was like, oh, I said to Abby, you should use my Switch. And then I get home after a weekend away from Mahi and Abby's like, I'm fully addicted again.
yeah, I love it.
Well, that's a really cute thing to have on your radar.
Yeah,
you
so
should
it's
get into
like-
some other cozy.
It's my winter. No, Animal Crossing is like a full-time job.
Oh,
You don't understand.
I don't.
I have turnips to sell.
You are
I'm
so
in the
cute.
turnip stock market.
No, but I
I've
just
got
think-
things to do.
It's cute that you only have one that you play because it's like you're not treating it like TikTok where you bounce around a bunch.
And it's it feels really nice to have one. It's a slow game.
Yes.
You have to wait for things to happen.
Yes.
Blah blah blah. So it's like lately I've realized how often I'm on TikTok and how like fast my brain's going. when
Wanting
I'm-
to move,
Yes, and it feels nice to like slow down
Yes.
and play this game and just get rid of some weeds, do some gardening.
Yeah. I literally love games like that.
It's like a grind, and
Yes.
I'm loving the way I feel when I'm like my
Yeah.
last thing at night is going
yeah.
on my island.
Yes. And it is like escapism.
Yeah. What's on your radar?
I am like fully obsessed with this Instagram page called Kia Kids News.
Oh,
So like I showed it to everyone. I was up in Auckland for work and we were sitting around a table and one just came up and it's like New Zealand kids doing news for other kids.
Yes.
And so like the kids will go and ask each other like, so what do you know about the war on Iran? And then like the kids will explain. They're taking it, or like, what do you think about AI? Or they'll do deep dives like a Kiwi got a taxidermy Kiwi got stolen from a school and it was
Yeah.
like Kia Kids investigates. This is a security footage of when they came in and somehow they appear over here and they're running off with the Kiwi. And then it's like
No, they're so
they're
cute.
riding horses like way up north and it's just like I don't know what it is about it. It's just like so cute. So I love Kia
It's
Kids.
so
News.
cute and so Kiwi. Like There's just some types of media that if you had to explain to someone who didn't know anything about New Zealand, you'd show them these like iconic things.
Yeah.
That would be one of them.
It's so cute. And then also, I'm obsessed with, there's 2 apps I'm obsessed with at the moment that I've been using on my iPad.
Oh, yep. She's an iPad baby today.
One's called Wearing, Wering, and it's like you upload all the clothes that you have in your closet to it, and it creates like a digital version of your closet, which is great for me because I have so many fucking clothes and I hate forgetting about.
She has object impermanence.
Yeah, I always forget about things I own.
Yes.
And so it's really good. And also, if I have events, like I have 4 days of filming coming up and I need a different outfit for each. I need to know what to pack to bring for each. Then I have a trip to Peru coming up. I need to pack totally different shit for that. It's just like really cleared my brain. It kind of feels like Animal Crossing for me. I like sit on the iPad and just think
It's
about
like the Hannah
outfits.
Montana, like the app looks like the Hannah Montana
wardrobe.
but the screen that she uses, that's what it looks like.
And then the other one is called Sorted, and I always like find things that I want to buy for people as gifts or things that I want for myself, and it's like a wish listing app, and you create categories like, say I wanted to buy Abby something, it'd be Abby, and I just put all the things that I've thought of or seen online.
Do you get the ads of that on TikTok?
No.
I get so many of them.
For Sorted.
Yes, and the advertisement is like, I'm going to make the biggest wish list or something.
You should do it. It's actually like so good because then once you've saved them, it like tells you if any of them are on sale at any point of the year. Like anything you've saved. These are not paid ads, by the way, everyone. These are just like 2 things that recently I've found that have made my life feel a bit more organised. So I'm really loving them.
Yeah, I know what I'm getting you for your birthday, by the way.
What?
Not telling.
Oh, God. Right, I know what I'm getting you. Harry Styles tickets.
You've already, I was going to say.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, team, we will see you in a few weeks, but don't worry because we have some very good special deep dive episodes coming out. We've got fandom, we have got the death of teen media, and we've also got the fact that we can bet on everything right now, and what that means for us as a society. And by the way, gambling is bad. So we've got some really good deep dives coming up, and we will see you properly in a few weeks.
See you in a few weeks. Miss you, love you, bye.